We're going to go back out to our big story tonight that's still unfolding live, that breaking news at Michigan State University.
Protests over Richard Spencer's visit turning violent, as we've been showing you. We'll go back now to 7 Action News reporter Simon Shayket. He is on scene as the situation continues to play itself out. Simon?
Yeah, Dave and Glenda, it is still volatile out here. Now, let me show you what's happening here. This is Michigan State Police and other agencies. They're set up all through this area with full-on riot gear. We've seen them make a dozen arrests, and they're being taunted by this crowd right now. Crowd of protesters, people here against Richard Spencer delivering a speech here at the pavilion as we speak. And you can see large crowd off here to the right. A lot of people angry. Now, early on, it was alt-right supporters and some of the opposition that were getting face-to-face with one another. They were shouting, they were yelling, but then things got a lot worse. We're talking about punches that were thrown, people were bleeding, ugly, violent situation out here, and now police are doing everything that they can to keep it contained. You can see they've got officers, what we can imagine would be sharpshooters, but just officers, we know for sure, would be up on the top of that building to contain things and to keep an eye on what's going on. They've got the helicopter up above. They've also got mounted patrols out here. Now, I had a chance to talk with one of the protesters out here, Harold, who showed up just to be heard and peacefully send a message. And then what were you telling folks before things got violent?
I was telling everybody, you can get in their way, you can call them names, just don't touch them with these things. Just don't do that. That's where you get in trouble. I learned that the hard way a long time ago.
Yeah. You can feel the tension out here, right? I mean, there's no way to know that that won't happen again.
No, there's not. I think something almost happened right over there.
Yeah, okay, please be safe. And here's the other thing I want to point out. Some of the protesters here becoming angry with law enforcement, basically saying that these are our streets, this is our community, and almost blaming them for trying to keep the peace and trying to protect those that are alt-right supporters here. But law enforcement out here just doing everything they can. They've got their hands full to try and prevent further clashes and further violence out here on the campus of Michigan State University. Back to you guys.
But Simon, those state police officers and the other police agencies there, they're also protecting the protesters, are they not? I mean, the protesters are upset with the police. But
exactly. Right, Dave. Yeah, they're actually doing a tremendous job of protecting everyone, and they're here to protect everyone, but certainly there's a lot of tempers flaring out here as we speak, and some people feel like the police are showing favor to one side or another, which is not the case. They're here to protect everyone, and we know that's what the state police are doing out here together with the deputies and the campus police, but nonetheless, it's just very volatile, very hectic out here, and a lot of people are concerned about safety. We've even had to step away and get some distance from them as they've been making arrests just a few feet away from us.
So emotions obviously running high, Simon, and Richard Spencer still inside speaking right now?
Yeah, as far as we know, I had the chance to talk to the captain from the MSU campus police and ask him at any point, are you going to be canceling any of these events? And he did not have an answer to say, yes, we're going to cancel it or anything to that effect. So as far as we know, he's still inside conducting a speech and a meeting with his organizers and his group. They're not canceling anything out here at this point, despite the fact that a dozen or so arrests were made and punches were thrown out here. And you can hear that drum beating behind me. Those are some of the anti-Spencer protesters that are out here, many of them carrying signs. This is a large area, and the challenge for law enforcement is to try and keep the peace all throughout. When people are sort of scattered, you'll see a pocket of about 60 or 80 people, and they may clash with another group, and they're just kind of wandering about, so it's difficult to contain this situation.
Yeah, we lost our chopper video there, but you can see Michigan State Police and the wall that they've formed and the line that is a physical line around the building there. Simon, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you a little bit later.
Yep, stay safe out there. Simon Shayket reporting as the protests continue.